Hi everybody, Rob Johnson here with Graco's Contractor Equipment Division. Today we're going to be talking about our finishing products. We'll start out with HVLP, High-Volume Low Pressure. The way these work, there's a series of turbines inside here, like a shop vac, spinning and creating a high volume of air. It operates at very low pressure, so you've got these great big air holes. So it's very efficient transfer efficiency, keeps the pressure very low, low overspray, really nice finish. Thing to remember with this, airless is about control. Airless is about speed, as is air assist airless, which we'll talk about in a minute. HVLP is about control, so it's not fast. It gives you the best finish and the best control. The models that we have, we've got the Standard Series sprayers, and then you have the ProContractor Series sprayers. Standard Series has just a basic filtration system on it. All the machines have the turbo control. What this does, a turbine only has so many hours of runtime in its life, and then it finally wears out. What that does, if I don't need all the output that this turbine can create, I can adjust it up or down right here as needed, so I can save the life of it basically, or eliminate extra wear on there. All you have on the Standard Series is just a basic on-off switch right here. It's to get to a certain price point. The numbers that you see here, the 7.0, 9.0, 7.0, 9.0, 9.5, that's the PSI at the air cap. And the way it works is 7.0 is a 3-stage turbine. That means there's 3 turbines in there spinning. The 9 is a 4-stage or 4 turbines. 9.5 is a 5 or 5-stage, 5 turbines in there spinning. When you go to the ProContractor Series, you'll notice the filtration on here. It's very important to keep the paint out of the inside of these things. If you got a bunch of specks of white paint that get sucked up into the turbine and then come out into your clear finish or something like that, it makes for a bad day. So what this does, this is actually a K&N automotive filter on there, so you'll never see paint on the inside of one of these turbines. ProContractor also has a little caddy here on the side for your extra needles and nozzles. Has a place to rest the gun or carry it around on the top. Just like the Standard, it has the turbo control right here. It also has SmartStart. So what that does, you have an on-off switch, but it also it makes it on demand when you put it in the SmartStart. So when I stop spraying, after about 9 seconds, it shuts off. And again, that extends the life of the turbines. This machine right here is on right now, but we have it in the SmartStart mode so you can see. And that way my gun becomes the on-off switch. So when I pull the trigger, it starts running again. And we'll show you that here in just a second. So the guns that we have that come on these machines, it's a really neat setup. So we're gonna take this off right here. There's a bag liner, kind of like the same liner that we use in the handhelds. What that does, we're putting air through this outer wall of this cup and pushing the bag up to the gun. That allows us to turn it any direction and spray without losing our spray, and then the cleanup is great. Take the liner, throw it away, and then just replace it. So now I'm just cleaning from the inlet through the needle nozzle. You'll notice this filter right here. I recommend everybody take this off and throw it in the trash. It's very restrictive. Probably 9 out of 10 phone calls that I get are this right here, and we tell the guys to take it off of there, especially if they're spraying viscous materials, oils and latexes and stuff like that. It can be just too restrictive. It's okay for like probably lacquers and stuff like that, and some guys like it and use it for that, but I tend to get rid of it. The gun breaks down really nice. Here's the controls that you have. This is the fluid control, and this is the air control. So this is the gun that comes on the ProContractor Series. On the Standard Series, you just have one control that adjusts the air and fluid together, okay? So it doesn't have as much control either as the one on the ProContractor Series. Also, you don't have the adjustment on the front of the air cap. On the ProContractor Series, see this little arrow right there? You can dial this up or down, and that moves the air cap back or forth, so it adjusts your fan pattern on the front. So if you've got the fan pattern adjustment here, you've got air and you've got fluid. And then adjust my spray pattern. So this would be like this would be like that, or this would be a round or conical position. To take the gun apart, it breaks down really nice and easy. Our old ones and what most of our competitors do, it comes out the back of the gun. This actually all comes out the front. So I just take the air cap off, Notice I trigger the gun so I don't scratch the needle. Take the front pin right through the gun body. I just push that, and the assembly comes right out the front. So a lot easier to clean, or I've had to change the needle in the middle of spraying before because I had the wrong size in there. Made very, very little mess. So you've got 7.0, 9.0 in standard series. You have 7 ProContractor, 9 ProContractor, 9.5 ProContractor. You also have the ProComp. Now what this is for, sometimes guys are doing cabinets or something like that. This gun is too bulky to try to get inside cabinets and maneuver and turn it the way you need to. So with this setup, it has an extra little compressor built into it. So now I've got this remote pressure pot and I'm feeding into the gun. So now it's much more maneuverable and I can get in tight spaces like that. What's neat about the ProContractor series, the free goods that you'll usually see on these, there's an extra cup assembly on the standard series. On the ProContractor, it actually comes with a coupon for a whole extra gun. So with this machine, typically you'd rig one gun up like this for areas, outside areas where it doesn't matter. For inside work, you'd leave one gun set up like that so you don't have to keep changing back and forth. The guns are also available with a metal cup. Some of the refinishing guys, for whatever reason, they don't like the cup liners and all that stuff, like maybe because of the solvents and stuff. So you can also get it with a metal cup setup on it. One thing that you'll run into too, this also applies to a lot of refinishers. If you're trying to make the gun splatter, like they're doing on countertops and stuff like that, what happens with the standard series gun, with the Edge 2 Plus, so when you're trying to make it splatter, you're turning the fluid down, the air down and the fluid up to make it spit and spray poorly. Well, the gun doesn't like to spray poorly. So when you turn the air down, now you've choked off the air that's feeding this supply right here, and you're not going to get any production. Now you could do like this and gravity feed into it, but that's not very ergonomic to do a very sizable job with. So an accessory that you can get for it is called a cup over kit. So instead of feeding it from the bottom, this rotates over and we're gravity feeding it. So again, you would turn the fluid up, turn the air down. With this accessory, it splatters really, really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and spray real quick. Hook it to the air hose. Now, what you're gonna see me do right here, you'd never wanna do with an airless because you could injure yourself. This is very safe technology. It's low pressure. So there's no safety on the gun or anything like that. So it's a 2-stage trigger. When I pull it halfway, you get air, pull it all the way, you're gonna get material. Now with an airless, you're usually about a foot away and you're moving, about as fast as you can move comfortably. With this technology, I'm almost gonna be touching the air cap onto the surface. And what's nice, because we're pushing that bag up there, I can turn it sideways, upside down, and so forth. So that's our high volume, low pressure line of sprayers.